What's going on, YouTube? Hope y'all are having an amazing day, night, whatever. Can't say it's been a long time since y'all last seen me because we posted twice last week. Go watch those videos if you haven't seen it. I told y'all, long form content on YouTube, I'm here to stay. I've been consistent in every other aspect of my life, even short form, so it's time to give y'all some love and prioritize YouTube going forward. But if you're watching this right now, I have officially reached UNC status. Actually, at the time of recording, I'm still 19 technically, but we really got less than 15 minutes until we actually turn 20. We might actually turn 20 in this video, but honestly, I feel like I've gained so much wisdom and knowledge before this age. Mentally, I feel like I gotta be in my mid-30s at least, but it doesn't feel right not to spread some knowledge on y'all because you never know who truly might need it. I'm not gonna make this intro any longer than it already is. Let's go ahead and get to 20 lessons I've learned before 20. I'll probably go into my favorite ones that I've learned in more detail as well. Number one, this is for my creatives. Make it exist first, then make it better later, even if it's just the 10% version. Tyler, the Creator, said this once. It has not left my mind since. Literally just make it exist. It does not have to be perfect. Just get it out there and you can make it better as time progresses. I've done this with so many things that I put off that I just have it sitting in my edits or in my drafts. I'm like, okay, I'll come back to this later. We'll perfect it later. That's really why my notes and reminders apps is just full of lists of content ideas. I just get the idea down, make it exist, and then we go and edit it and perfect it later. Number two, bad things don't always lead to bad outcomes. I want to let y'all know that something really good can come out of a really bad situation. Some of y'all might know 2025 was the worst year of my life, and some of the bad things that have happened during that year have come back this year and made it so much better. When you go through bad times, that leads to growth. So it's super important that you not let the bad things that happen just linger, because it can always turn into something better. Let that be a lesson. That's something that I'm still learning to this day. Number three, this one is for my Christians. Instead of praying to remove, pray to become. God gives you hard battles so you can be stronger. So let him give you these hard battles. Let him beat you down. Let him uplift you as well, because your problems are not going to get any easier. They're going to get harder. You're just going to get stronger. So don't wish that you could just remove something from your life. No, just wish that you can become strong enough to physically remove it yourself. Number four, confidence and fear both require believing in something that has not happened yet. Fear kills dreams more than failure ever will. So go into things confident, because it's always just good to have a positive and optimistic outlook on life. Whatever you're fearing hasn't even happened yet. So it's just best that you go into things confident with a good mindset. Number five, another one of my favorites, failure promotes growth. I don't feel failure because failure is always just an opportunity to grow for something. If anything, you should fear not getting the chance to fail, because if you never fail, you never grow. So just fear that instead. Number six, I got this from Tyler Francis. If y'all don't know who that is, that's UNC. He makes super dope videos. Go watch his channel. But proactivity is the gap between thought and action. Once you close that gap between thought and action creates clarity. Now you are becoming consistent in your actions because you know what to do, you're staying on top of it, and you're just getting stuff done. Number seven, I feel like this is really just self-explanatory, but understand that it doesn't get better overnight, it gets better every night. Stay consistent, and even if it's slow consistency, slow growth, that's better than no growth. It's not gonna happen overnight. It's not gonna just spike and get better. No, it gets better over time, every single night. Number eight, this is probably one of my favorite ones too, but a negative mind will never give you a positive life. I'm a very optimistic person. I always try to look for the positive things in life. And just being positive and optimistic overall, it only works in your favor. Nobody likes a pessimistic, negative person that doesn't think anything will go right for them in life. If you think you're not good at something or you think you won't receive something, odds are you probably are right, because you just don't want it. Speaking of the things that you want and speaking life into them, it actually works. So be positive. Don't have a negative outlook on life, because it will never give you a positive life. Number nine, this is honestly another one of my bangers, but you can fail at what you don't want, so you might as well chase your dreams and do what you do want. The life that you don't want to live that you're working towards right now, you can fail at that, so you might as well chase something that you do want to do. Don't listen to what other people have to say about the dreams that you want to achieve, because they're not going to pay your bills. They're not going to live your life. So you might as well live your own life and chase what you like to do. Your haters are not going to do anything for you. They're not going to pay your bills. So why are you listening to them? Live your life. Chase your dreams. That's it. Oh shoot, would you look at that? 12 o'clock. Officially Unk now. And then number 10, this honestly kind of goes with number 9, but I got this from Steve Jobs. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Like I said, you should not live somebody else's goals that they have for you because you're not living for them. They're not living your life. Live your life. Your dream and the thing that you want might not be feasible in their eyes, but it is for you. So if it makes sense to you, just achieve it. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I got a little bit distracted. It's currently almost 3 o'clock in the morning, so I had to move away from the door just out of courtesy of my roommates that might be sleeping. But without further ado, let's continue on with the video. Number 11, I heard this lady say this on a TikTok before. She was talking about her husband, but it's super nice. To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did. And it honestly just makes so much sense to me. You can't grow if you are comfortable. You have to get uncomfortable to achieve something. You can't chase a dream while comfortable. You have to do uncomfortable things in order to grow. I've never been a successful content creator before, so I'm just trying different things, doing things that I've never done before, throwing stuff at the wall, because you got to do these things to get the stuff that you've never had before. You have to step outside of your comfort zone. Number 12, this is also one of my favorite ones, and this also kind of goes with the last quote, but you can only live your dream life if you actually start living it. If you act like you already have it, then you have it. It's already yours. I've started doing this recently in my life. I know I just said I'm not a successful content creator, but I've just been acting like one. I've been acting like I am the things that I want to be, and then they just been coming to me. You don't really know what your dream life looks like until you actually live it. So start living it and it will become true. Number 13, I'm actually fact checking who said this because it's another creator on TikTok that said this, and I love her content. Her name is Alexa Rose on TikTok. She's from New York. She's kind of known as being like the ambitious girl, the ambitious baddie. But the thing she said a couple months ago that just stuck with me was to be so disgustingly seen everywhere that luck just finds you. Luck is literally everywhere. And if you put yourself out there enough times, it will eventually find you in places that you didn't even know it could. This goes back to the thing of just being consistent, having proactivity, and just showing up in every possible way that you can. I actually really like that quote. I think about that one oftentimes. Lesson number 14, I think this is kind of just a basic one, but expect nothing, but appreciate everything. It's just another one of those staying humble quotes. The world doesn't owe you anything. Nobody owes you anything. So just stay humble, stay down on yourself, and just be a good person. Appreciate everything around you. Appreciate all the things that you have. And that's honestly just how you're really just supposed to live life. Number 15, this is kind of a controversial one in today's age, but you don't always have to go 100% in everything you do. I'm not one of those grind set mindset type of guys. No, I think you can actually casually enjoy things and not take them so serious. You can actually have hobbies and enjoy doing things just out of fun instead of trying to get monetary value or some type of a success out of it. There are some people who post content who don't want to really be a content creator. That's completely fine. Just because I want to be a serious content creator doesn't mean I have to knock them for not wanting to take it seriously. You don't need to be so serious about everything that you're doing. It's okay to just have fun. Number 16, I'm pretty sure. This one is a recent one that Ethan Hawke said at the Oscars, I'm pretty sure. But it's just so good. I always think of it anytime like love comes up. But it's the unrequited love quote. He said, the one who's in love always wins. If you're in love, you're winning. If you have love for somebody that doesn't necessarily have love for you back, that's okay. You're winning. You're in love. You're feeling alive. He said, like, when you're feeling, you're alive, or something like that. It's just such a good quote. It honestly kind of makes me tear up every time I think about it, because I've definitely been in positions where I felt like that. I feel like we all have. And yeah, that's just a good thing to know. When you're in love, you're winning. Number 17, this is a quote from a creator on Instagram named Stefan Terry. He's the guy that's always like, if you want abs, walk more. But at the end of one of his videos, he said, you only have to until you want to, and then you won't have to do it anymore. And when it hit me, I was like, wow, that's a bar. You only have to until you want to. You should want to do things. You don't have to get abs. You should want to get abs. You don't have to better your life. You should want to better your life. It's really just a simple mindset, word change, word switch up. That'll just make your life better, to be honest. Number 18, I've honestly been saying this a lot recently, just throughout my everyday life, but pay attention to the small joys in life because they are really everywhere. You just gotta look around for them. You just gotta pay attention to them. There are small little miracles that happen throughout the day that you could just go unnoticed. But if you really just pay attention, you can see, hey, this happened. This was pretty cool. or this happened, this made me happy, this made me smile, this made me feel good about myself. Just small little minor things. If you pay attention to those smaller little miracles, those smaller little joys, I promise you're gonna live a happier and better life. Number 19, I've said this a whole bunch recently too when I'm talking to friends, because I feel like this one honestly resonates with me the most. And I actually said this. I feel like I actually kind of came up with this quote, so I'll give myself this. But don't live your life in memories. I am a very forward thinker, very goal and future oriented person, and I'm almost always looking and thinking about my future self. What will my future self want? But I never actually take the time to look at my current life and what I'm currently doing and realize and just live. Every time I'm in the present, I'm always thinking about what my future self would want. But then when I look back at my current life, I realize that I'm not actually experiencing anything. I'm not actually experiencing life. I'm not actually living. And then all the other thoughts and memories, they're all just memories. Like, I'm legit living through memories. I can't live my whole life thinking about what my future self will want, because at some point in the future, I'm going to be dead. And at that point, I wouldn't be living any experiences. So just something that I need to do and just try to take into mind more often is just to take time to appreciate where I'm at, look at the things that I've done, and just enjoy my life. That's something I've really tried to hone in on doing this year, this quarter especially. And then finally, number 20, the quote that I feel like just kind of wraps up this whole video in good fashion is: the reward is the journey, not the end result. It's just always a quote and a lesson to just enjoy the process. Don't be so focused on the end goal, but everything that you gain, that's the reward. The journey, the content creation journey that I'm on right now, me making this video, this is the reward. I'm gonna look back at when I have 1 million followers, I'm gonna look back and be like, yeah, this video was really fun to make, because I'm enjoying the process of making this video at legit 3:01 a.m. And just because it's my birthday, I had to throw in a bonus extra little life lesson for you. I actually said this in a short form video, but if God has called you to do something, that means that you have the resources to do it. And if you don't have the resources, he will give them to you, because he's called you to do that thing. He's never going to call you to do something that you can't do. So don't worry about not having the resources. You have them. And if you don't have them, he will give them to you. If I'm being honest, if I had to choose 5 quotes from this list that are my personal favorite and that I feel like have resonated with me the most this year, I'll go through them right now. It will be: a negative mind will never give you a positive life. Like I said, I'm always an optimistic person. I always try to think positively. And that's just something I've always kind of done ever since I was a little kid. I always thought, why not just think about things positively? Like, why not me for this to happen to, right? Number 2, you can fail at what you don't want, so you might as well take a chance and chase something that you do. I think that this is a very good thing to think about, because you really can fail at things that you don't want to do. If you want to be a content creator, but you're forced to be working as a doctor, you can fail at trying to become a doctor when you could have just been chasing your goal and your dream of becoming a content creator. You only get one life. You only get one chance to do the things that you really want to do. So just chase that. Number 3, this is also kind of goes with the last quote, but you can only live your dream life if you actually start living it. Like I said, this quarter, I'm actually trying to be more present in my life and actually trying to live the life that I said I dream about. So if I'm actually living my dream life and acting like I already have it, it just means that it'll only come to me quicker. Everything I want, it's already mine. I just have to actually take it for myself. Number 4, I just talked about this one, but don't live your life in memories. I talked about this literally 2 seconds ago, and y'all heard the whole spiel, but that's something that just really resonates and hits hard with me, especially since I technically came up with that quote. But yeah, just don't live your life in memories, man. Be present in your life. And then obviously the last one, the reward is the journey, not the destination. Always enjoy the process, because if you focus on the outcome, what are you really doing it for? And with that being said, that's probably going to be the end of this video. It's 3:05 in the morning right now. I actually have to wake up early and go home, because I'm going out of town to, I think, North Carolina today, just for the day, just for like a little day trip. Gonna see some family, and that's really it. But I'm tired. I'm gonna probably edit the rest of this video tonight, just so I can have everything ready to upload tomorrow, since I'm gonna be on the road. And yeah, I really appreciate y'all for watching. Like I said, long form, we're here to stay. I love y'all. But yeah, as I always say on short form content, always remember, keep showing up. Go be great. Peace.